Tonight at 10, families in 8 apartment units are displaced after yet another fire here in the Permian Basin. Just after 2:30 this afternoon, the Midland Fire Department responding to the ReNew North Park in the 3600 block of Caldera Boulevard in Midland. This was the scene shortly after the fire was put out. MFD tells us no one was hurt, but the Salvation Army has been notified to help the folks displaced. The fire was believed to be caused during an air conditioning unit repair. NewsWest 9's Jason Freund was out at the scene today. And Jason, we know this just is one of many fires we've seen in our area here recently. What more can you tell us about MFD's response to this one?
Alex, the fire department got the call for the fire at around 2:40, just like what you had said. However, when they got there, the apartment complex was more or less already aflame. The fire had started on the ground level and spread through the outside walls and up near the roof and attic levels of the apartment complex, leaving Midland Fire Department's work all but cut out for them.
There was already fire in the attic and had vented through the roof. So when it's that bad, when we get here, we're already way behind the 8 ball. So it's hard for us to ever get back in front of it and cut it off.
And working from behind, Midland Fire Department took action, hitting the fire with everything they had. But by that point, the fire was just too aggressive.
But initially when we arrived, we're in what we call an offensive strategy. We pulled multiple lines off multiple fire engines and we're in the apartments trying to get ahead on it. But we were unable to. It was already too far involved when we got here.
At that point, Midland Fire Department played defense, containing the fire to make sure it didn't spread any further and cause any more damage.
We switched to a defensive position where we pull everybody out in the name of safety. And shortly after that happens, the roof collapsed. And at that point, we're just applying a lot of water, drowning it till we get control of the fire, and then we can start looking for extension and hot spots to make sure it's out before we go home.
The fire was eventually put out around 15 to 20 minutes before 4 o'clock. Alex?